All right. Happy Father's Day, Andrew.
Today's Father's Day?
Yes, today is Father's Day.
I thought that was back in June.
Oh, that's true too. But
Is that
for today,
Westerner Father's
for the Taiwan people, today is Father's Day. Do you know why?
Okay, why?
Today is the 8th of August.
Okay. Can I guess?
Yes, go ahead.
Ba.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baba. You are Baba.
我是爸爸。
对。
Yeah. When I say 我是谁？我是爸爸。
对。
Well, okay. Well, my kids didn't say anything when I left the house this morning. They're not Taiwanese, but we'll see if they pick up on it and maybe show me a little bit of love later.
A gift. Maybe.
The gift of love, that'd be fine.
Somehow they don't have Mama Day.
Really?
Because
there's no
you count.
Mama.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
10.
Well, they have
no Ma.
Yeah, there's no Ma.
So interestingly,
they have Mama.
For the Chinese language,
Yeah.
they only have Baba Day.
Oh, okay.
But no Mama Day.
Well, I'll take it.
You know
frankly.
what's Mama Day in Cantonese, right?
Mama Day. Yeah, that means like no problem or don't worry about it.
No. Like Mama Day is not so good.
Oh, not so good.
Is it good?
Like Mama
Day.
Like Mama Hoo Hoo.
Yeah. So
okay.
Mama Day. So no Mama Day.
Only
Only Baba Day. But it's very Chinese,
Yeah.
right? The Chinese culture, the Oriental culture, is always male dominating.
Right.
Male driven.
Yes.
I mean, compared to the Western world, they have quite early on.
Yeah, well,
this female wolf.
We sorted it out in the last 50 or 60 years.
And you still see that in indigenous villages.
Oh, yeah.
In Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah.
And that's our keyword for today.
Indigenous, yes, the indigenous peoples. New battlefront opening on the indigenous versus everybody else. Battles in Hong Kong. It's really interesting, the dynamics of what's going on, because everybody's been looking at places like Huaiha and all these other villages up kind of in the Cyclone country parks. Well, Lantau is the new battlefront that's opening up, with villagers getting stroppy out there and saying they want to restrict people's access to public areas that maybe comes through where they live, and because they've got this whole system. But it's turned into this villagers versus environmentalists.
Yeah.
And the villagers are now calling it villagers versus environmentalists and the government. They're feeling the heat from the government, and I think part of the reason for that is that people are starting to understand that what is going on out in the villages is really not kosher. It's the whole system of whereby you can build a house and it's sons only, and they quite often inherit one, sell it, and then build another, and it's all about the money. Right, and it's none of this, our indigenous rights.
Not all
really,
of them, but at least quite a number of them.
Yeah, when you go into the villages, usually there's 1 or 2 people who actually live in the village and actually care about what happens there, and then there's 30 houses.
But the landlords are not.
Yeah, they're all living in London and Vancouver, and
But I think the most to make things worse.
Yeah.
Is that in the past the villages helps protect the environment.
Yeah.
But
but now
ever since there's new town development about 30, 40 years ago, the villages actually does not help to protect the environment. They become the one
it's about
who may destroy the environment for cash.
Absolutely. It's all about cashing in. And we see this going on all over the place. And the economics of it, the simple version, you got to pay a village chief about $1 million to get your rights to build a house. And then once you do that, the build out's $3 to $4 million, you can turn around and sell it for 16.
Oh, not yet.
That's the markup.
You also have to pay a price for letting them to open up the road for you to transport the construction materials to the villages. So they have all these self-regulated charges.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The self-regulated charges. Nice way of putting it. Which means somebody will break all the windows in your car if you don't pay their self-regulated charges.
I've heard worse.
Oh, it's nasty.
Burn the car sometimes.
Yeah.
I've heard worse.
Yeah.
So, scary.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like Hong Kong is so big on rule of law, but when you get out to the villages, it's cowboy country out there. I mean, it's really
this is really bad, and I think with the development of the Northeast New Territories, the government must handle this hot potato.
Yeah,
This is not acceptable.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch and see if the leadership of the village representatives in Ledgeco, if the old style guy that's in there now gets turfed in favor of another generation that says, you know what, maybe the government's serious about cleaning up what's happening in the villages.
Oh, let's hope so.
And maybe I think they'll need new leadership to transition to a new way of dealing with things, because the old ways are starting more and more. People are picking up what's going on.
Let's focus on indigenous
people.
That's the key word for today.
Yeah. Indigenous. Very good.
Okay. Happy Father's Day.
Hey, thank you to you too. Hey.
I'm not the father.
Not yet?
Oh, not yet.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.